I will say it right now, it's a D. It's a D. Because, wait though, is she better than Belle? At least she's not a human. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing a tier list. I know this was popular a while ago. I just wasn't doing YouTube at that time, but I thought I'd do the tier list today. The tier list is Disney princess theme, so I'm gonna go through a series of Disney princesses and rank them from S tier all the way down to D tier. Let's get started. First we'll go with Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I've heard that some people think that that story is like Stockholm Syndrome, but some people think it's not. I think it's a little bit weird that she married a beast, even though he eventually became a human. So I'm gonna put it at C for now. Maybe D later, but C for now. Next we have Ariel. Does anyone have hair that red? I'd like to know. She was a different kind of princess. Mermaids don't exist, but she was one of a kind. I'd give her maybe a B because, I mean, if she really loved a man so much she lost her voice, that's a big deal. So I'll give her a B. Wait though, is she better than Belle? She's not a human. We'll give her B. B tier. Next is Rapunzel. Rapunzel, I'd like to give her A. She has really big eyes for some reason, but she was given away at a very young age when she was a baby. I know that in the movie Rapunzel was stolen, but as far as I know, apart from Disney's way of storytelling, she was actually traded. And she didn't understand anything else other than the surroundings she was in, and always believed the lady who was taking care of her, but she eventually was able to escape. So I'd say A. She went through a lot. Next is Pocahontas. I will say it right now, it's a D. It's a D. Because it's just a Disney princess movie, but all the weird references, savages and stuff like that. And then apparently in real life, John Smith is way older than her, so. In order for 15 years apart to really work, you kind of have to be old, because if you really think about it, when you're 15, the other person is 0, when you're 18, the other person is 3 years old, and even when you're 30, the other person is 15. Definitely a D. Next is Snow White. Snow White is the one with the apple and the 7 dwarves. To be completely honest, that movie happened a really long time ago, so I don't know. Let me try to evaluate. There were 7 dwarves who helped her out, and she ate the apple. Why did she do that? Well, I mean, it was an innocent apple. And then she was put in a cage or something, right? So I'll give her a B. Next is Tiana from Princess and the Frog. That movie apparently had some type of magic in there. I mean, there's magic in every Disney movie, but I think that one was a black magic something. So I searched up what this thing actually was, and it turns out it's voodoo. It was a little bit creepy, so I don't really like it for that reason. The whole frog thing was weird. I believe she was from Louisiana. I kind of like her. I give her a B. I mean, she's respectable, but Next is Sleeping Beauty, I believe. She is one that was really nice to animals, and then this lady, Maleficent, didn't like her, tried to kill her, and she was the dragon one. The dragon was epic, I'm gonna say that. The whole "you didn't invite me to the party" thing was a little overdramatic. I mean, she was nice to animals, but she slept for a really long time. I'll give her a C. The princess herself, I don't think was that interesting. Frozen. Elsa and Anna. It's not separate, so I guess I have to do it together. A lot of people hate Frozen. Frozen 2, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched most of it. Pretty interesting. It has a lot of emotion in it, but I don't know. Apparently there's some glitches in the way they did their hair, in the first movie when she was taking out her hair. But at the same time, the songs can be really cliche and stuff like that. So, I mean, I also think it's pretty epic though. I'll give it a medium, because I'm not exactly sure. It was pretty good, but at the same time, it's been overplayed. Moana. I'm thinking about giving Moana S tier. Moana was really good because it had a lot to do Pacific Islanders, I believe. I hadn't seen a movie like that at all. The water was beautiful, the graphics beautiful, singing beautiful. beautiful S tier. Next is, I think that's Cinderella. Cinderella was like just like a maid or whatever and be transformed into a princess. The transformation, epic. Her family treated her wrong. It was a good backstory, but it was like, it kind of seemed like one of those sob stories that they're like, I lost my dad or something, that I have evil stepsisters. They made her have like a really terrible backstory as if she really deserved to be Cinderella, which I mean, I guess is a good thing because like she deserved it. Like, was that necessary? No. And also, like, how did the shoe perfectly fit her? How can your foot be the only one in all the land that looks like that? Like, I know everyone's unique, but like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. At the same time though, they did give her a really good reason. I'm gonna give her like an A. To be generous. Jasmine. I don't know too much about Jasmine, but I know for sure she was from the Middle East. They made all the villains have big noses and stuff like that. There are a bunch of stereotypes in that movie. But she did travel. She met a genie. Flying carpets, crazy. Music was pretty good. Prince Ali sounds nice. I think it was a nice like plot from when I watched it. Okay, let me think. On one hand, her parents did not want her to go out and explore, right? Other hand, she did. She met a guy she loved. She also met a genie. I think there were problems with the genie. They had them mean guys. I'm not sure whether or not to give this a C or an A. The music was epic though. I'll be generous and give it an A. They made all the villains have big noses and stuff like that. There were a bunch of stereotypes. Okay, I want to go ahead and say Merida S tier, but I have to really think about it because Merida was really different of her kind. The way they're making her dress, I could never. I like how they made her character. The whole plot twist with her mother becoming a bear was really off-putting. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in like a C. How did it go from S to C? Maybe I should put like an A. Nah, she did a lot of great stuff. Graphics were great. I'll give it like A to be generous. Mulan, she wasn't supposed to go to war because her dad was supposed to. She did it anyway. She did really great. Saved her country. And I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and give her an S tier. Yay! I think I did great. If you don't like it and you think it looks terribly wrong, comment down below what you think it should look like. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos, please comment down below some video ideas. I'd appreciate that a lot. Follow me on Instagram. I have a really exciting video coming up, but it requires you to keep watching my videos and clicking the like button. Please go check out my other videos that I have listed on my channel and hit the subscribe button so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Bye!